Going through trials, tribulation, stay devoted. Pushing through trials, tribulation, stay devoted. Persevering through trials, tribulation, stay devoted. I'm grinding out trials, they keep trying to put me down, but not in nature out of space. Explore my DNA, I can't be no statistic. Making better decisions every day, still reminiscing on the old days. My pops be so amazing.
Was it playing at the same time?
Going crazy.
It was playing
Huh?
at the same time?
Hey, that was perfect.
Bad.
I didn't hear it that
Yes,
time, but
make sure y'all go download that. 9 Ether Devoted, new single out now. 9 Hertz mixtape gonna be dropping 7/13. Make sure you tap into that. But I'm here with you with here with you with the Elect Godcast, the one and only. Okay, I'm gonna be ending this season off with this powerful episode. With me, I got 2 day ones in the building, 20 years talking. Okay, I got Tree and FaroAdonis with me in the building. Get ready to build.
Yes, sir. Yes,
what
sir.
up, y'all?
Yup. Now, so
Whoa.
man, I've been trying to keep my head above water. Look at the man up in the mirror, tell him go harder. You know what I'm talking about.
That's fun.
Real shit. But no, I just been trying to, what I'm saying, just really pay attention to what's going on and move my pieces on the chessboard as we see other people moving their pieces on the chessboard. So I'm trying to stay alert, you know what I'm saying? Make the moves I need to be making, but what y'all been on?
Pretty much the same thing. Just learning something new every day. Sticking to what I know. Not trying to tweak myself out. I be feeling like I be getting there with the
What you
information.
mean?
Like it be
You
taking
mean?
me off edges and too far down the rabbit hole. All that.
Oh, you be crawl out them holes real quick?
Yeah. Get some sunlight.
Bro, I've been
Oh,
going down the rabbit hole of words, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. The etymology of the word nice, that shit
Yep.
like that shit like mean dumb or
You
stupid.
mean like fool or something like that?
Yeah, a fool.
hold on. What
And
y'all talking about?
The etymology, like
etymology of the word.
the root of the word nice translate to fool.
Damn, I ain't know that.
And then
That's
right. And then
crazy.
it was no, we might be getting that mixed up with Christian.
Nah, it's nice. I did this in the last 2 months. I just looked that up.
Because what? No, because Christian come from the French word Christian, right? That means fool or dumb person.
Oh, okay. You saying the fool part? Yeah. Yeah. Did it mean dumb? Nice. It meant dumb.
Hold on. Matter of fact, that's what we got technology for. Hold on.
For sure.
That shit right up.
Dang. Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Fool.
So look, so nice come from the Latin word necessius, which means ignorant. And then it goes back to Middle English, which means stupid.
Dang.
I mean,
Nice is funny.
yeah.
Fuck them. I never heard of that. Nice means like fool. That's hilarious.
Well, it says stupid basically.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I was going down a rabbit hole of words. Goddamn. It ain't really just like the English language as a whole. Like, it's hella words that sound the same, don't mean the same. And then we all, like, it's everybody saying good morning and shit. Like, I don't know. And then people want to get
I
mad
ain't
at
gonna
me
lie, I'm
because I want
stuck
to
on
say,
that one.
well, look, they want to get mad at me because I want to say Grand Rising and make fun of people saying
Because
Grand
it's like,
Rising.
okay, no, because I teeter between these two because I
I
don't
do
like
too.
saying good morning anymore. I'm just used to it. But when somebody tells me Grand Rising, I don't know why I just want to give them a side eye. It's just like I don't know. I don't
See,
You
know.
look,
kind of hit me
look.
like all
You
right.
said what?
What you
Both of
say,
y'all
Tito?
just froze up.
I froze up.
Nah, you ain't froze.
Yeah.
No, I said, what did I just say? She was talking about good morning, and I said, oh yeah, when I hear Grand Rising, I just kind of be like, yeah, all right.
Right? It's like, I don't know. I feel like that's not quite the solution
It ain't
either.
locked it in.
Nah, it
It ain't
ain't. I
locked
ain't
in
saying
yet.
it ain't a
Yeah.
solution, but it's like we die. If we know about them, we should still say something else. Like it's a lot of
Yeah,
words
that's
we
a fact.
say. Like it's.
Yeah.
But then again,
Um,
I don't even. I
I'm gonna
don't
have to
even
say,
care.
You
I
got me
don't even.
you got me thinking of terrible dad jokes, bro. Like for sure. Like
I don't
grand
even care that much
entrance.
though. Really, it's just when they get to talking about. They just don't like people saying Grand Rising, and it's like, well, you say good morning, but I'm not tripping on you saying good morning. I'm just saying Grand Rising to your good morning. But they want to be like, why you got to say Grand Rising? But it's like, anyway, off of the words,
then you
man.
say why you gotta say good morning.
But I'm not gonna
Damn.
work with people, man. But so yeah, with the words, let's make sure we choosing good words that don't mean some stupid shit behind them, even
I'm
though it's
surprised
gonna
you're
be
not
hard
trying
to
to learn
know.
language.
Huh?
I'm surprised you're not trying to learn another language.
Me and Aki learning Yoruba right now.
I'm trying
I
to
said
learn.
Trying to
you.
learn Yoruba.
I
I'm
said
trying to
you.
make a new I'm trying to make a new language.
Come on,
You said you're trying to make up a language.
Yeah.
come
That's
I
on,
gonna be
got
the most
I got two
irritating language.
names. I got two names. They so crazy. I can't even drop them.
come on. Drop your name, bro.
I can't even drop them, bro.
Come
Like
on.
names,
For
like
my
for humans.
I got a boy and a girl name right now.
That's not a whole language though.
I know, but it's formulating. It just be
How you
coming
got?
like download.
So what is
Huh?
it? What's the root of it then? What's it
The
coming from?
root of it gonna be niggerdom.
I don't know why I asked. Never mind.
No, matter of fact, Ninglish. That's what we gonna call
Okay, yeah. Moving on. Um,
Hey, you silly, bro.
it.
You
We gonna
silly.
call it Ninglish.
I was thinking about that too. We damn near do need to get our own language or something. That's
Yeah, bro.
key. But yeah. So no, before we get into it, I want to touch a little bit, not really on religion, but I want to ask Gito, what do you think? Do you think the Book of Enoch should have been omitted from the canonized text? Like, do you
Mm.
think they should have left it in there? And hold
Shoulda.
on, let me give a breakdown. The Book of Enoch was taken out the original text in around 1600, I think like 1654, was taken out the original text along 17 other books. But it's a book explaining basically on how extraterrestrials made it with human beings, created giants, goddamn, and that's how Noah's flood became to happen. Quick little breakdown, but do you think they should have left that out the canonized text?
Should have. I mean, considering the alleged agenda, yes, they should have. Because if everybody, because if everybody read that, the conversation would be totally different.
They would.
It's not even. I don't even think we would separate Christianity from mythology if that text was in the canonized text. But
Right.
you feel me? Like,
alleged agenda.
I,
huh?
What's the alleged agenda? You said. Like, what's the agenda?
I
Thing.
mean, I'm saying like I feel like Christianity got its parameters. Not even I feel like it's monotheistic, right? But what the Book of Enoch does with his stories, and Enoch was so vivid in his detail with a lot of the things he was saying, it kind of gives Christianity the depths of a mythology. You
Mm.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it don't leave it at Father, Son, Holy Spirit. You get 50 angel names in the book of Enoch. You get visual descriptions of places for the just and unjust in the waiting space for heaven type shit. Like you get a lot in the book of Enoch. I only read what I read so far once, so I don't even want to butcher it. But when I was reading it, it it's the part of the Bible that really would have gave you enough to look at it and be like, okay, so if I go into Greek mythology and see how the giants or the titans made it and this happened and that happened, and then go into Sumerian, then go into the Egyptian, like the stories, they all got their little similarities. So I don't think we would have seen it as monotheistically as we do today if that was in the Bible.
All right, that's a good answer. I really had to throw that out there because I know in the first episode we was dissecting that bitch, but I forgot to touch on the book of Enoch. Really meant to touch on that bitch because it's like, mainly with Christianity, they like deny extraterrestrials, but when we looking at the book of Enoch, that's all they talking about is extraterrestrials. And then you got extraterrestrials, which was they call the fallen angels, which was the watchers. So you got
Mm-hmm.
the watchers, which are basically I call them extraterrestrials, but they say fallen angels. Basically the same thing, coming down, and they're supposed to watch over humanity, but they ended up mating with the women on humanity.
They was
Sadly,
supposed to. My fault. No, I didn't mean to cut your wisdom. They was supposed to watch us, and it was like a rule that they couldn't interfere no matter what was really going on. You feel me?
right,
They was. I just wanted to throw that in there, just to
right,
add that in there.
right. So they was so, and this all supposedly, like, I'm not saying I fully believe in this. I'm just saying when we studying these different religions as we do, we want to get back to the original text as much as we can. So, when
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at this old text, it's talking about the watchers, like he say, how God got to throw the quotations in there. God had told them, you feel me, not to interfere with humanity or whatever, but they ended up mating with the women of humanity, producing what they call the Nephilim, which are giants that wreaked havoc on the earth. And this is leading up to the time of Noah, because Enoch is supposedly Noah's great grandfather. So, leading up into the time of Noah, basically, that's why God sent the flood to destroy humanity because of the destruction of the Nephilim. Now, that book was taken out of the Bible along with 14, no, it was 14 books total. Am I right, It was 14 books taken out of the Bible?
I That was too early for me to remember when I looked at the Canaanized text versus the
Yeah, I
non-Canaanized text.
believe it was 14 books taken out of the Bible by the Vatican, meaning the Roman Catholic Church. So,
That was them councils, wasn't it?
nah,
Nicaea
that
and
was,
all
no, because the councils wasn't like, no,
320. Nah.
no, the councils wasn't in the 16. That was 16. No,
Oh, you talking about when the Book of Enoch? That was that recent. So Book of Enoch. There's Bible text with the Book of Enoch in it prior to that.
yeah. You talking about
Damn.
prior to the 1600s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even
Damn.
the Ethiopian, they say the Ethiopian Canaanized text still has the book of Enoch in it. The Ethiopian Bible.
I'm gonna have to go get that. I want to see exactly where they slip it in.
All right. Speaking of the Watchers and them Watchers being extraterrestrials, what are you all stance on extraterrestrials being that? Gotta throw this out there. Within the last week, a supposedly UFO ship was seen on the news crashing in Vegas in somebody's backyard, and they I guess call police talking about is 8 foot tall people with big heads in my backyard. I don't know how true it is, but then they talk about Pentagon saying it's a mothership watching above us that could be sending small probes to Earth.
When
So
they
look
say
at
that,
They
yeah,
said
go
that a
look it
few
up.
months ago.
It was like a couple months ago. Yeah.
what?
Sending
What they
probe.
was just
I ain't
trying to
gonna.
let us know or
I'm
something?
really
Like,
they don't
like.
let us know a lot of shit.
How you
That's
feel about it, Tree?
I don't know. I'm confused. I know like they exist and everything, but like, is technology getting too fast for them to scrub it? Because they used to scrub all this shit. Why they letting us see it now?
mm,
That's why I'm like,
that's because they can't contain it all. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like maybe they can't keep up with technology or something. I don't really know, but there used to be a time where, because there's so many instances, like going back like literally hundreds of years at this point, of accounts and people saying they see shit and they don't believe them or they scrub it or they say they're crazy and all this other shit. So like I know what was that 2020 when they finally like told everybody like yeah them niggas real they here.
Yeah,
So,
it was like after the
and they declassified all those Area 51
Yeah, it was
articles.
after COVID, wasn't it?
I think it was during COVID. They was like, oh,
Okay.
by the way,
Yeah.
everyone aliens are here. In case you didn't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think. Until an alien come and fucking kill me, I get it's just up there. I guess I don't know. Like
I'm about to get up there.
I don't know.
Oh, I think just off the simple fact that the mythologies are basically, I'm gonna say, astrologically based or astronomically based. I do believe in the existence of extraterrestrials, but the only thing that I'm slight convinced on with what we've been hearing about lately is maybe there might be a mothership in our solar system right now that's sending probes. But
They said it's in the solar system. Like they ain't pinpoint where. They just said
nah, you could. I seen the flight path that they calculated for it and everything. It went around the sun basically from the furthest planet out. It probably was in between planet 7 and 8. Like went through there and then went around the sun. But like was sending probes on this flight path.
what y'all think they want.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
If we going along with the prophecies and all of that, this like was supposed to be like return of the gods. Like for real, ain't it? Am I tweaking?
I mean, yeah,
When you talking Nimbaru and when you
right, right,
talking
right.
all of that, like
So what
and
that mean?
revelations and all of that, like, huh?
What that mean for humanity? Like what is them coming
I
back?
me personally, me personally, I don't feel like we just gonna come get stepped on. Like it's just gonna go like that. But I don't think it's gonna be all milk and cookies. Like, hey,
I'm gonna say,
you
bro,
know,
it's not
like,
even
Hey,
American, but
why me
the
and
human race is so scared. They're gonna
like,
try
hey, by the
to attack.
way, we're back.
hey, why
So
me and bro was talking about that the other day? We was talking about how if you seen what if like a UFO ship landed in your backyard and it was your doppelganger, and they was acting like they came in peace though, like they was acting like yeah I'm your doppelganger, woo woo, and
Yo,
they motherfuckers talking about we down there have to wipe them out, like damn man.
I'm not gonna be the one to make the first move, but I'm gonna stay strapped, and I know that bitch
a
gonna be strapped. So
doppelganger, bro. If I see a doppelganger, for I'm gonna be tweaked out, bro.
But what would you do if you really seen your and the doppelganger is your twin self? Okay,
right,
because I just learned that word
I'll
too.
try to check his temp, like, like
yeah,
what's to you, like, you know.
same. Cause like, what else can you do for real? Like, unless you
Oh,
coming
what the
at me
smoke you?
nice
You look
and
just
trying to
like
stab
me.
me, like I don't got no real reason to like hold animosity. But that shit gonna be mad unsettling. Cause the fuck you mean you look just like me?
They're gonna be trying to do everything you doing. Like if you got a female, they're gonna be trying to have sex with your female at the same time.
That is not. That is not how that go.
You funny.
That is not how that go.
Cuz say he can't fold. He say I can't have my doppelganger walking around thinking we got the same female.
That's the dumbest. Okay,
Mm.
I'm not gonna say the dumbest, but that is not even.
You
No,
can't say it's
that
not
argument
possible
is
though.
wrong in so many ways.
It
That's the
is.
only
A
reason why he would want to
doppelganger
kill
is
his
crazy.
doppelganger so they don't have sex with the same person.
Huh?
That's right.
I said that's the only reason he would kill his doppelganger so they don't have sex with the same person.
No, he said he gonna be trying to freak on his girl and shit. He gonna be talking about, no, this my girl.
Just because
That's
y'all look the
crazy.
same don't mean they got the same taste. His girl might not even be his doppelganger's type. His doppelganger might come around and be like, "Yo, bitch, ugly."
Man, this thing. Wait, nah. What was that movie? Us with the doppelgangers.
What you say?
Yeah, I still
What
never
movie was
seen
that
that.
with the doppelganger? That was us.
The Jordan Peele
No, that
movie.
was
I never seen it.
oh yeah. Whole
You ain't
time.
seen
I'm
it?
thinking to get out.
How you
Yeah,
ain't
get
Nah,
seen
out.
it?
I know what you talking about when they was in them red suits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
remember that. I watched that like maybe twice.
I
So,
ain't seen it.
so basically, y'all. Well, I'm at with it on the UFOs. Y'all really don't know what to think.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like they hear, I
I
know they
don't feel
hear.
like
I
bro
don't
feel a
know
way
what.
about me saying this, but me and Zay, if you ain't know, is Zay Loco. You can go stream everything Zay Loco on all platforms, you know.
For sure.
But me and Zay done seen things in the sky that you just can't describe out loud to people. For like,
Yeah, I have too. And I was on a cruise
Yeah,
one
I have
time.
too. I
Oh,
think
my
huh?
everybody damn near see some strange shit in the sky nowadays. I ain't gonna lie. It's more so is it blue beam or not? Like that's the question I'm asking
Is
because
it blue beam or not? I
I'm
do
talking
think.
when I say that I'm talking about the shit the Pentagon and the government talking about the ships flying in the sky, the mothership up there. You feel me? The little shit,
I don't
motherfucker.
think the mothership. I
Like,
don't think the mothership is.
but you think the other ones on Earth is blue beam?
I'm good right now.
Why you don't think one is? What gives
Cause
what makes
honestly,
you convinced about the mothership?
the mothership kind of lines up with Planet Nibiru, right?
Mm,
When you get into, and they refer to Nibiru as in a feminine, like charged way type. Like,
mm,
Alright.
so, and it's the mothership in the story of Nibiru.
I do feel like we've been living amongst extraterrestrials. Well, really, I feel like we sort of
We
extra.
are,
Yeah, I
bro.
was we sort of extraterrestrials. Like when I try not to think of them the grays when I think of extraterrestrials. I try to think of black people when I think of extraterrestrials. Cause shit, we
why?
ancient on this bit. I mean, really, I would say, cause for one, they say they found some shit on Mars, where like it was a. But no, they found a crash ship landed on Earth, and then they tested the body, and then it came back to a black person, and it was decayed and all, but the dreads was still there, or something, and it came back to a black person.
Why I feel like I heard this.
Yeah, I heard that shit like 5 years ago down there.
I just heard this. I think maybe like on a Joe Rogan or something. I forgot where. It was recent though.
Being really hearing that, that's what really made me think about it. And then if you study ancient, not ancient, but old teachings of like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Dr. Malachi Z. York, like a few other ones, they talk about these so-called extraterrestrial beings that do look like us, or that we basically are extraterrestrials as well, type shit. So it's something to ponder on, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we really know nothing until we leave this realm. Honestly, like we can have our speculations, have our beliefs, but we know nothing. Like we don't even know if we die for real. We just say we die, but we know nothing. So we just
That's why that's why I rock with gurus and yogis though,
all right.
because they identify with their ignorance.
Like you talking about?
What you mean, like knowing that they know nothing?
Yeah, like they just like if you ask a yogi, is God real? You gonna get a story in return, not an answer. Uh,
Right. I don't know, man, but I do know that not to worry. Okay, I know not to worry. So
for sure.
How
I
can
don't
you
know.
not? No, I'm just
Hey,
Right, shit. Like how you
if
were
they
talking about,
slide, I'm,
huh?
I'm gonna be like, look, bro. Hey, bro, I meditate. I say my
kidding.
prayers every day. Just hey, I want to
Wait,
be
not
one
you
of y'all.
begging.
I'm gonna be one of y'all. Just teach me a little something. I'm instantly flip. I'm flipping.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, they damn near hit a. They really might be fascinated with us. Huh?
Man,
Elon Musk ain't gonna get me,
what's there to
but the
be fascinated
alien,
about though? How we killing our planet so quickly?
I
That's probably
mean,
what they want to find out. They probably got like holographs and scopes of all the planets, and they like that one right there. How are they doing this so fast?
I don't know. If they would do something, it would have
Cause
been
like,
done. It would have been done already. Damn near, like.
but it's like okay, I want to be 100% accurate, but I'm using my phone to stream this, so I can't look it up. But there was this like documentary on YouTube about this encounter that a kid had over in Africa, I think,
yeah,
and they were saying that the alien or extraterrestrial whatever came to them and was like, look, y'all need to fix this earth because shit is going down. Y'all finna kill it. Like, wake up, save your planet, do better type shit. So they've been saying that all the way since then, and they come back now. I don't think they fascinated in a good way. Like, if they know
yeah.
that
They
some of their
said,
homies was like, they like, nah, homie, just went and talked to them, bro. They not changing shit. They pissed. Like, they're concerned. They want to know what's going on.
they
I'm
said
not.
we was do. They said we was given a gift basically, and we using it wrong. And I remember that
Yeah.
story.
I
And
ain't
then
heard of
yeah, it
that
was like a
story.
warning about technology and shit too, right?
Yeah, they was saying like we
And then
was
you got
given a
Elon Musk
gift
with
basically,
Neuralink.
and we using it wrong. We destroying the nature with it type shit. Well, that's what people conclude from that article. That's what I conclude from that article.
God damn.
And
So
that was
who
gotta
was
be
talking about the
15 years.
Neuralink? Because I was finna bring that up too. Who was just said? Who just mentioned the Neuralink?
I just segued that in there. You like I did that? Yeah.
What's up
So
with the Neuralink? What y'all think about these uh brain implants? Because what they say is gonna be in the middle of the brain.
I don't
Is
know
what-
where, but it does get implanted directly into the brain. Like it's a brain thing.
I
I looked
don't
it up.
know if I'm finna sound slow.
Bro, those.
Yeah. You is. You is. I know you
I'm
is.
serious, but look, if the Neuralink is made with natural resources, why is attaching it to our body a bad thing?
I can't even get my answer because this video will get taken
To
down.
your brain,
Your brain got crystals, billions of
directly
crystals.
into your brain. It's not going
Your
anywhere else where you could possibly be safe. It's going
your brain got
directly
billions
into
of little
your brain.
tiny crystals. Your brain got billions of little tiny crystals in it already picking up frequencies every day.
Right. So why you want to mess with it?
No, I'm okay. That's what I know. I gotta stick with. That's what I know. I gotta stick with. But I do have that question though. If you just add a natural material,
But is it natural? What is it made out
That's what
of?
I'm
It's
saying.
not
Like
all natural material.
That's what I'm saying. If it's not all natural material, then you know.
If
But
it's
when you when you
technology,
add this natural material with that, sometimes electricity come out of it. Sometimes
but you know,
rays and
different
waves
frequency
and
is a different type.
you know.
No,
Definitely a lot of people gonna die when they first put this out, but I might get the 2.0 version though.
I'm gonna tell you right
this
now,
is,
brother,
you
do
said
not get that.
2.0. You didn't even say 5. You didn't even say none of the later versions. You said 2. You said let's
You
just
right,
get
you
the
right.
first round out the
I'm gonna
way.
get the 7S. I'm gonna
I'm,
get the 7S.
Oh,
I'm
bro,
telling you right
somebody
now.
gonna have one.
I'm telling you right now, do not get that, okay? Do not.
Just the directly into the brain part is scary because, like,
He said
what
he
you
But
finna
going
it
cure
all this
walking.
for?
He finna cure paralyzation. That's what he said.
That's what
it's
it does.
even
No, he said the spine chip gonna do that.
Exactly. So that would probably go on the spine, right?
He gonna link the spine link to the
I'd rather you fuck with my spine than fuck with my brain.
that your spine connect to your brain though.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
all connect.
So it's gonna
That's
fuck
true.
you up either way.
Yeah, but it with my brain, at least I can think. If I can't walk no more, then shit, I can't walk no more. But my
So you
brain,
telling me, you telling me if you could download kung fu to your brain in 2 seconds, in 7 seconds, you would do it.
not
If
the
it,
kung fu.
I know, folks. I would no. I can't.
He wait,
But then
he like
again,
that do
though,
sound raw as fuck
You
though.
get all the body, you get all the animations. You already know how to jump, fly, kick, all that.
that shit not coming for another 100 years, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. So
I don't know.
it
To
might.
the
Way
point where
Elon
you
been
could
going, that shit
download a
might be here
whole.
years.
That's some
Nah,
Matrix
if
shit.
somebody, yeah, it is. It is. I actually just watched that this morning.
That's
Watch
damn
what?
one of the greatest
The
movies.
Matrix. Yeah, I watched all three of those. I've been watching all three of the Matrix my whole life.
Didn't the lady who made that say that that was a sequel to Terminator, or like the
Yeah,
following movie of Terminator?
yes, sir.
Mm.
That's dope.
You ever seen the Matrix? True. No.
He lying, bro.
See, bro, I see. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna.
You talking about
I
some?
seen clips and shit, but I never sat there and watched none of them all the way through.
Wow.
Why you ain't like it or something?
No, I don't know. It just I never been around people that was watching it for real. Like my
You
daddy,
know the
like
word.
losing all that shit. So
You
that's the
know
type
the
of
word come from the Bible, folks.
what does?
Matrix.
The word matrix comes from the Bible.
Yeah, what they trying to say?
I forgot the passage.
Mm, I believe it, but yeah, no, I know I need to watch them. I seen clips, so like I know it's a good ass movie, and they be having some shit in there. I just ain't never sat down and watched all of them all the way through.
Yeah,
Really, the
the
first one and the last one then were the best one. The second one was slightly,
what?
yeah,
Why that just
No,
stressed you out?
no,
He did the
yeah.
forehead white.
no.
So what was the
No.
best one? The second one?
The second one to me was the most turned. Like that was the most turned for sure.
You sure you got them mixed up? I ain't gonna lie. That's
The
the
one
first.
with Jada Pinkett Smith in it.
I don't know. It might be. Is
I
that the
know
one
what
with
I'm
Jada
talking
Pinkett
about.
Smith?
I don't watch these movies 1,000 times over. All three of them.
You're right. He did say just he just watching this morning. So shit.
Jada Pinkett Smith, boy. That movie, that one was cool. But the third one was hot. All three of them was all equally just amazing, bro. I still be
Yeah.
like, I still ain't learned everything there is to learn about that movie.
Oh yeah, she was in that second. I guess. But no. So are we alone in this universe or not?
No,
No,
We're not alone. For sure. Okay.
no.
I
no.
agree. I agree.
Wait,
I'm not.
before we get off of this topic, how y'all feel about Antarctica? I always love bringing that up.
Mm,
What y'all
I
think
feel
about?
like it's a ice wall. It's not really like a.
You
I
said
don't know.
what?
I feel like it's damn near like an ice wall. I don't think you could really go to Antarctica. Or like it might be an entrance to Hollow Earth too, though. So like
I'm about to
these,
say you ain't heard about all the supernatural conspiracy theories they have for it.
yeah, I was gonna say it could be
But
the
most
entrance
of
to
them tied
Hollow
to
Earth.
flat Earth though.
I mean, flat Hollow Earth.
Most of them tied to flat hollow Earth.
I mean, yeah, and then you got to think about them King Kong movies and shit. So it's like they wouldn't just be putting that shit out there for no reason.
What
Like
you mean?
you don't remember how in King Kong they had to go into Hollow Earth to get him?
I gotta rewatch them. I wasn't even
Yeah.
conscious when I was watching
They
that.
had to go into Hollow Earth where it was a whole bunch of other crazy creatures and shit.
I mean, but I would just see that as like a movie supporting the hollow Earth theory.
All right, so
You feel
but
me?
yeah, Antarctica. I don't think it's really a place you can go to. You probably could go close to it, but I do feel like it's an ice cap.
No, you can't get close to it. They'll they'll try and shoot you down or something. You cannot get to
Ah,
it.
damn. See, that's even worse.
Not freely, not just like, hey, let's fly to.
I don't like you would probably need permission or some shit, but they're not giving nobody access to
You
that shit.
can't book that flight, boy.
There is no flight.
Cause where you
There
would
is
have to be
nothing
like,
to Antarctica.
you have
I
to
You
be
I don't want to say I
you
could be
have to be
wrong,
at
but
the bottom of Africa or South America
right.
or Australia. You ain't watched that either, did you? True.
what? King
You ever
Kong?
seen King Kong?
The first one, yeah.
Like the old one with the white girl? Well, they probably all got a white girl.
I ain't seen none
No
of
cap, bro. Why he? Nah, we ain't even gonna get into that. Definitely did have a white girl in that though. But no, so I gotta talk about this convo I had a while ago on the phone with this woman, cause I don't want to say female. Okay, I hear people, I hear people getting triggered by female now. So woman. So basically, long story short, so I was basically asked if I would allow my young son, being around the age of 5 or 6, openly identify as a female, meaning he come home one day and say that, oh, I think I'm a female or I feel like I'm a woman or something along the lines of that. I basically told her that no, I would shut it down, nip it in the bud, and let him know why he is a man and why a female is a female, and let him know the differences in the genetic makeups. And I was told that I was being narcissistic and controlling. What do you all think?
It's on you, Tree.
why.
It's
Um,
on you.
I know it's a touchy subject. I know.
because okay, I'm gonna ask like, why? Why would you shut it down instead of doing something else like questioning or trying to have a conversation about it? Why would you try and shut it down?
Right. So like I would still, I guess, have a convo with him, but at the end of the convo, I would let him know that nah, whatever you heard was wrong. You look at down at your genitals or whatever. That means you are a man. You were born as a man, and you're not a woman. Like that would be the end conclusion of the conversation. Like, let him know that he is a man due to his genetic makeup, basically.
Right, but so
But
you're just letting. So are you letting him know of his gender or his like perception of society?
his gender.
Okay. Okay.
But
Um.
like she was saying, like she would, like she was on some shit like whatever my son want to be, he could be type shit. Like he
Right.
said, I want to be that, you could be that.
And I get both perspectives mainly because when, sorry, I'm distracted now because my niece and nephew just came. Got it downstairs making noise, and he is going at it. But I want to say it depends because I can
Mm.
see that perspective as far as you don't want to like traumatize a child in any way or try and shut them
Boy,
out.
I'm finna come get mine. That's Monty.
Yeah, that's me
Boy,
too.
you better shut up.
Shush. Okay, he's gonna be here now. Right, look at you choking.
Okay.
Um, what was I saying? Oh, um, what was I saying? I really lost my train of thought.
I don't know. You was something
you was getting
like
that. Ooh, wait. Yeah, it just left me.
I know we was talking about whether that was narcissistic. I don't think it's definitely controlling. I don't think it's narcissistic in the reasoning of you just wanting to shut him down because you don't want a transgender son or something like that. If that was your reasoning, yes. But if you just want them to know, like, if you just want to educate on what, like,
like
the
his
difference
genetic
is
makeup.
between what he sees outside and what, like, the reality is, I think that's a difference.
I got a question.
What it is.
So, like when you said, is he informing him of his genetic makeup or his like perception in society? Why separate the two? Like, aren't the two supposed to go hand in hand?
No. Because at the end of the day, it don't. When you talk about societal roles and everything, they've changed so many times throughout the years, throughout the generations, throughout the tribes,
That's
throughout the
but do
migration.
you okay, okay. My fault. I was jumping in while you was talking.
No, but go ahead.
I was gonna say they change, yes, but in the home, do you change with them or do you adopt, your own principles and traditions to run your home with? Well, as a man, that's to
I
me
really
how I
feel
think
like
a
I
man
ain't
should
gonna
think.
lie. I feel like as a parent, especially as a man, you should be a little bit controlling. Like that's what a man has control. So you should have some sort of
Mhm.
control over your child's life, not be like be over
And they
controlling and
shouldn't be
not.
controlled or influenced, though. I'd rather my child do something out of respect for me than out of being scared or something.
Cause I'm
No, the
speaking
man
from
should be able to
experience.
say hey, and everybody in the room, like,
Yeah, and
you
like when
know,
you,
Why? I guess it depends.
to
I
his
guess it depends on what
children,
type of man is saying,
to
hey.
his children, you got sons that want to talk back to their mama, and all you do
But
is
it
say
depends
their
on what type of
name.
father you being. Are you a present father and you there and you
Bro,
discipline
I'm speaking
also love?
from what I know growing up in the house that I grew up in. My dad could not physically harm me for real, but when I'm talking back to my OG and telling her why I think I could do whatever I want to do, all he gotta do is say T-Man, and I'm
Right.
now quiet.
But you gotta remember that's the household you grew up in. You were blessed enough to have that because other people don't
I'm
have that.
I'm not saying everybody has that. All I was saying that's I was bit piggybacking off of him saying a man should have control in his house.
Right.
yeah,
You
so
feel
it's
me?
not.
It wasn't fear based. I wasn't scared. Well, I mean, I was actually. I
I
was
mean,
scared of him, but not like
Hmm.
you
I was.
know.
Yeah, but I still think you feel like that because that's what you saw. In my household, my mom was a disciplinarian. My dad,
My mom was the
like
disciplinarian. You
you
know that.
I know that you have both, but I'm saying I didn't get that from my dad. My dad raised his voice. We looking at him because why are you raising your voice? Like it's just everybody has a different dynamic. They have different relationships, so it all plays into what you see the role as, and that just goes into my theory of you can define for yourself what you and your family want to have as the roles, but I don't think
Fact,
you should go along with any society roles
fact.
put on us because they're not for our personal benefit. They're for something to give them more power, more control, more say so
That,
in
And
our
that's
lives.
what no, I forgot this going on YouTube. Let me chill.
that's the exact point I was trying to cover though. Like as you starting your family, you should already set some sort of boundaries and have some sort of like spiritual system y'all going off of, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like have
That's
some.
really what I think it should boil down to with this is like if you teaching your kids with the spiritual system that I know you subscribe to, I mean that I feel like that'll be how you educating them on what they came to be type, you know?
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
But I don't think there's control for
Yeah, I don't think I was either, but I just knew that I had to talk about it on my last episode of the Godcast because it is. I've been seeing a lot of shit going on to it's some sick shit they doing with these kids. A lot of sick shit that
you. You gotta. That's another thing. That's another thing when you talking about this conversation. For look how hard they going for what they got going on. Like, and then we show that same. I don't want to say aggression, but hey, we saw that same aggression and trying to combat that in your own household. You getting the finger pointed like, oh, you're controlling, you're narcissistic. Like,
like
come
really
on.
people should just let parents control their kids the way they want to control their kids. Like I feel
I
like they.
don't know about that now.
I would say
It's
parents
some
they keep
horrible parents out
Nah,
here.
it is. But then
I think
again, it's like society shouldn't be raising people children. It should be.
That's the
it
truth.
shouldn't be at all.
So that's really where I was going with it. It's like I don't know. It's just been a lot of shit pushed on the youth that shouldn't be pushed on the youth. People getting banned for speaking out about shit getting pushed on the youth, and then it's like now. Now, school somebody was actually able to sue a school because they didn't let a transgender join the women's team, and they were successful in suing them. So it's like, where is we going with this? But so, do y'all see the times we in now being the end times, or would this be considered one of the greatest times to be alive,
Yeah,
or neither, or neither?
man. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with greatest time to be alive because I'm here. Just to be corny about it,
Right.
but I would say neither when you really look at it. Cause I don't see this as an end time because I know what we shifting into. But I see it as an end time. Well, yeah. Like that's kind of a tricky statement. What I just said. Like we in the end of a time, but
Mm.
not the end of time.
So it's both. It's kind of both then.
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't know because motherfuckers or sorry, excuse me, people been making me feel like the end of the world was coming since December 21st, 2019, 2018, whatever that was. So every year on my birthday, I be looking around like,
The
is this shit gonna be over with?
Mm.
So I don't know. I feel like back then I used
world will never.
to be scared, and I thought I was more scared of the world ending back then than I am of it ending now, just because I feel like I've been waiting for so goddamn long. I mean, for so long. So
The world won't end till the sun pop. That's how I
I
feel.
feel like the world low key ended or it's ending because, well, really, I think it's both. I think we in the end times because it's the end of this current time, and it's the greatest time to be alive. But when we talk about the world ending, like what the Mayans doing, the world ending in 2012, that correlating to our 2020, I think, because there's like 8 years behind or something like that. But they was really talking about the age. When we talking about worlds, we talking about ages, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
we just recently left the Piscean age with, which is like the age of religion and believing and stuff like that. Which and then I believe in 2036 we gonna be in the age of Aquarian, which is they say the age of knowing, intuition, shit like that. So
It's
Yeah,
the networking age.
ascending.
you got it
It's
right.
the network age.
Just
Right,
what?
It's the network age. It's the age of like everything interwinding. I
right.
don't even know if that's a word, but like like it's a
Intertwine.
intertwining. Yeah, like
You talking
it's
about
the.
intertwine?
It ain't sound right when I said it,
But no, that's
but
what I feel
yeah.
like. Yeah, that's what I think going on. Cause I don't know, it's just so much info coming out, been coming out, and then I do believe astrology do play a key role in humanity. So I think that's what's going on. Cause I don't know, so. But I do know that I know nothing. But my other question: what do y'all feel is the importance of unlearning and relearning? And I mean basically what what you've been taught growing up. You know what I'm saying? In the educational system.
I
That's
unmuted it because I was about to say something, but goodness gracious.
dog
Um,
is crazy.
I feel like it's really the first step of adulthood. Like you have to unlearn bad traits, bad habits, bad teachings, and you
Mm,
gotta it's the responsibility is on you to find the right answers. Like to relook it up yourself, figure out what's right for you, figure out what you know what I mean. What the truth is that you weren't always getting because they've always taught you like treated you as a kid or I don't know. I just feel like you can't get nowhere without unlearning and relearning because when you younger and you a kid, it's not even out of malice, but people just lie to you because they don't feel like explaining nothing. So what you may think is reality is not actual reality. It's just what
Mhm.
somebody told you because they was having a bad day. So
Mhm.
and then it's how people respond to you. People don't respond to kids with the most like love and care and understanding at all times. So it's just being able to like have that self reflection and introspection. You can't really I don't know. If you don't got it, I don't really know how to have a conversation with you for real. Cause
mm.
I don't know.
So what would you say is the most important thing that you think you had to unlearn and relearn?
Mm,
Hello.
I feel like I'm
I think I'm losing y'all.
learning it, unlearning it, but it's
You
in
had that?
people communicate their love to each other. Like my household was real weird. Like
Hold on, repeat yourself. Repeat yourself, Tree.
I said, I think it was like how to. I'm still learning it, but how to like how people communicate their love. Like everybody has a different love language, or they have like they have a different like type of communication for how they show that they care and communicate better. I guess I don't know
Right,
because when I may think somebody like just being an asshole or they're reacting out of like malice or anger, they really just hurt in their own way, and they don't know how to portray like how they feel. I guess
right.
I don't know. Did that even make sense for
I
real?
feel like yeah.
It do,
From
cause
what I heard from before I left to what I heard when I came back, I caught it.
Okay.
I feel
yeah.
like
Sometimes I feel like I just be talking. And I don't know if my point clicked by the end of the speech.
I get that. I feel like with the unlearning and relearning, I feel like that's really the key to knowing yourself. You hear me? Because once you take the time to unlearn, you finally get to that point where you kind of like, what do I like? What do I believe? What is y'all
Mm,
know where I go with it, with all that. But like, yeah, I just feel like it's really I can't even say first step, but it's an early step to eventually knowing not even eventually, that's a forever going on thing. So I feel like it's definitely the catalyst to knowing more about yourself and starting to make decisions that go with what you like, what type of path you really on, or something that contribute to your purpose, I feel like that's when you start getting on that path, when you start to unlearn and relearn, and you start gravitating towards what you feel in your heart more than what you just hearing around and picking a side on.
Right. So, what would you say is the most important thing you think you had to unlearn and relearn?
Mm, my history, my ancestral history.
Right.
Not even
I was gonna say the
specifically.
same. I was gonna say the same thing. So, damn, to go into detail.
Just not specifically like my family tree, cause I think that's gonna be a lifetime project. Just being black,
Okay.
being, but just being able to see past slavery and then learn like to see myself as someone that came from, we was the original. Um, I don't know, like I don't know what
Original,
to call it, man. Like we was the originals, like we was the originals.
the
Yeah,
Aboriginal, indigenous.
we the aboriginals to this earth,
Right.
and they just gave me like power on the inside for real. Like it made me look at the next man like, you know, I don't want to do harm to you. You
Right.
know, let me be. You be over there, and like. And look at my mama like a queen. I always looked at her like a queen, but like now she glow like a goddess.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Because definitely one of the main things I had to unlearn and relearn, or even just, I guess, come to common sense on is how all life comes from a woman or womb.
Yeah,
Even when you looking in nature, look at the fruit. You open it up, that's a womb. Like everything is resembled after the womb because the womb gives life. So all life would be coming from a woman. So that's one thing I had to unlearn and relearn. You just made me think of that. Then another one, really, I would say is the most important thing I had to unlearn and relearn. Definitely his story, right? Had to break that word up. History is his story. So definitely unlearning and relearning his story. And then religion, I definitely play a part too when I think about it. Because growing up in a Christian household, it's a lot of stuff you're gonna have to unlearn and relearn. Like almost everything you know, you damn near gonna have to unlearn and relearn. So growing up in a Christian household, just really learning other religions and just coming putting my own view on it. Cause I feel like everybody's right. Like how was who said that? I believe Rod Hayes said, and he has said it in the context where it made a lot of sense. What he was saying, everybody is basically right because we are all souls having a human experience, living our own reality, having our own perceptions of reality. So in that context, kind of everybody is kind of right because that's what they perceive in their own reality. So everybody should have their own truth. So that's what I would say. I had to unlearn and relearn that. You feel me? I got to give my own truth to shit. Like that's why I like digging into different religions
I
and
like that.
pulling shit out. Yeah, I like digging into different religions and pulling shit out because I feel like it's truth to all them religions.
Ben X when he said
Oh yeah,
everybody
yeah.
telling the same story, basically.
Right, but with the mathematical equations, it's like one group is doing 3 plus 4 equals 7. One group doing 6 plus 1 equals 7. Another group doing 5 plus 2 equals 7. And another group doing 7 plus 0 equals 7. It's like some people it's just added. I feel like added perversions of the original text, basically. But
You know how they say it's nothing new under the sun.
all right,
Like that's kind of like saying the same thing. Like we we everybody telling the truth because the truth is all they have to pull from to create their version. You feel me? That's all they have to pull from to create their story. Like they gotta read the story before this and pick apart that and rearrange the names and da, 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 da. But they not just coming up with something new. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Tree, what's the mathematics of the day?
You see, I tried to freeze. That shit ain't work. I don't.
Tree and FaroAdonis, what's
It's
today's?
six.
You said what?
It's six. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what six was.
That's the equality.
Equality.
And then if we doing mathematics for just the date, we get 2, which is wisdom. Today is the 11th. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 on supreme mathematics is wisdom. 6 is equality. So we got wisdom and equality. But now, Gito, weren't you talking about some pastor had said he was telling the congregation to read the Apocrypha in the book of Enoch?
Mm. Now his name Dr. Theron Williams. He a pastor. I don't know what church he's a pastor of, but he wrote a book called The Bible is Black History, and in there he had like the whole mitochondrial DNA,
Mm.
clinic, no, not clinic, but trial that they did with tracing the genetics back to East Africa for the first man and the first woman. So he basically in his in his book, depicted a black Adam and Eve, which was for me when I seen the first time I ever even could picture that. Like I never even had that thought for real. I done had the Jesus is black debate, and that kind of automatically in my head made everybody else black. But I never sat and pictured a black Adam and Eve type shit. You feel me? So that was cool. But
I think I
yeah,
look.
huh?
I think I always have pictured a black Adam and Eve.
But you ain't never seen them on a T-shirt. You ain't never seen them hanging in nobody's crib. That they don't put that on the commercials or the cartoons. Like it's very like when I seen it, I was kind of like, damn, I never even stopped to think like, you know. But yeah, that was cool. And he just. I don't want to. I ain't trying to judge him or nothing, but because I don't know him for real. But he seemed like a pastor that was okay with going outside of the Bible that they, you know, read in church and going and looking at the rest of the text. And
That's
he found he found certain places in the Bible that kind of backed up the validity of the text outside of it, based on how some of the people that wrote the books of the Bible reference those people, like Enoch, like Jude. I believe he said Jude referenced Enoch on something
mm-hmm.
that she was talking about, making Enoch a valid source of this type of information. You feel me?
Right, which I feel like all pastors should do. But
Yeah, that's really the way to do it. That's why I tapped into his little webinar, because I'm like, well, bro, when I got on there and I saw mitochondrial DNA on the PowerPoint, I'm like, what? My mama in the comments like, my son has been telling me this for 5 years.
bro,
You feel me? That
see,
was a cool experience. But yeah, I told myself like I'll probably go to his church, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you low key can follow the teachings of Yeshua and study the Christianity that came from Ethiopia. It just comes with, but then again, you don't even want to really call it Christianity or call yourself a Christian because of what that shit really means. So I feel like you could just get to the origins of the shit, or Muslim, whatever religion, basically. You want to get to the origins of that religion. Or if you non-denominational, just really study all religions, and because they all coming up to the same answer at the end of the day. But
For sure.
really, you feel me? It's truths in all of them. But Yeah, that was. I wanted to bring
Hey,
that
I
up.
got a question. Have you ever heard that Yeshua and Buddha met?
I haven't, but
Okay.
it could make sense because I know that Buddha was black.
I
So
gotta check the timeline.
yeah, Buddha was black, so that could be true.
The original Shaolins and many other Asiatic temples was made by black.
I consider myself a shaman. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The practice, bro, the practice itself is a black practice.
Tree, you got a message you want to lead a family for before we get out of here on this beautiful Sunday evening.
Um, always do yoga, drink your water, stretch,
Hold
live in the
on.
moment, and yeah, that's it. I almost said something that I'm not supposed to say yet.
Why should they always do yoga? What are the benefits of yoga?
It just centers you in the moment. Is healthy, like you literally stretching out your limbs, because if you're sitting around just laying around all day, your body doesn't have the opportunity to literally stretch and go as far as it can go and shit like that. So it's just healthy
Mhm.
for you, helps your heart rate, it helps digestion if you feel like you have a slow metabolism. Just it's always healthy to just be moving around a lot. And for those people who aren't like super active, it's really like more so like a flexibility balance thing. Like, and you can work on that. You can get stronger. You can get more flexible. You can do all that stuff.
Facts. Gito, what? Lead the family something for this last episode of the Elect Godcast. Well, no, my bad, y'all. I'm coming back once the summer over with. It's just a little break, you know what I'm saying?
This is the end of season one. This is
Yeah,
season
yeah, just the
one.
beginning.
Season 1 finale.
Bro.
Stream 9 Ether.
Yes,
That too.
Devoted. New single, ain't it?
yes,
Stream
9 3.
Roadrunner Jito. Roadrunner Jito, all platforms. Know yourself. Yeah. Stay
Keep
healthy.
unlearning. I'll say that. I like
Yeah,
that.
stay healthy. Unlearn, relearn, never be too convinced. Peace,
Like,
love, and light, you know?
Mm-hmm.
bro.
My message gonna be a little long. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, like both of them said, definitely do yoga. Definitely go stream 9 Eat the Roadrunner Jito Zay logo. But yeah, definitely make sure y'all continuing to unlearn and relearn, okay? And no, this episode was not intended to bash anybody, okay? Make sure y'all unlearning and relearning and y'all paying attention to what's going on out there. If you got kids, really pay attention to the influences that's going on around them, the things that they watching on YouTube. I know a lot of parents be giving their children iPads and stuff at a young age, tablets and phones and shit at a young age. So I say monitor that, right? I know some people say, no, you shouldn't monitor your children, whatever. I would say monitor that. Make sure that, you know what I'm saying, they not putting too much negativity inside of their brain. And make sure yourself you're not putting too much negativity inside of your brain, okay? Make sure you're listening to some peaceful music, okay? Devoted out now, that is a 432 hertz beat. Has 432 hertz frequencies in that beat. Make sure you listen to that. 9 hertz album gonna be dropping 7/13. That is July 13th. Make sure you tap into that. But you've been tapping into the Elect Godcast. It's your brother Netta Nature Ether. I was here building with Tree and FaroAdonis. This is the season finale. Peace, love, and light.
Bye,
Go,
y'all.
go.
Trial, tribulation, stay devoted. Pushing through trials, tribulation, stay devoted. Persevering through trials, tribulation, stay devoted. I'm grinding out trials, to outer space. Explore my DNA. I can't be no statistic. Making better decisions every day. Still reminiscing on the old days. My pops be so amazed.